So first thing, before you even choose a hero in this game, you gotta do a few things. So the first thing that you need to do is lower your sensitivity. That's the main thing. The next thing, like lower it to a level where you're not happy with it. You will learn how to play with it. Next, controller. Even though you're on PC, you don't have a controller. Click on controller and turn down the aim smoothing and aim ease in, and then you can fuck around with the crosshairs. Now, every hero can have different control schemes, and every hero can have different sensitivity levels and all of that. So that's very important. For example, for me, for Hanzo, my sensitivity is the lowest, 2.5. For McCree or Cassidy, it's 3. For Ashe, it's 3. For Doomfist, it's 3.5. For Genji, where is Genji? It's 5. Now, here's the reason. This is Cassidy, and Cassidy, like, you need to have precise shots, and you need to be able to track people and to hit those headshots. And you're mostly at a distance, but like he's not really a brawler, but he's like close enough that you really need some, like, you need a way to turn around if somebody... What's up, Auburn? You need to turn around when somebody is close to you. Like, for example, with Hanzo, and my keyboard is in the way, with Hanzo, I can't really do a 180 that quickly. So this is me turning my mouse from the keyboard all the way to the end of the table, basically. And that's basically a 180. Now, what this does for me is that I can do much more precise shots and precise tracking when I'm at range. And sometimes even at close range, you can do some really good headshots. Now, if you're playing with brawlers, such as Genji, for example, he's more a dive hero, but you can play him as a brawler. My sensitivity is 5, and this is why. Like, you're gonna do this. You're gonna shoot people, and then you're gonna jump in them. Now, if I didn't headshot that guy, I will need to press shift to go into him, to like dash into him. And what I do then, and I'm gonna show it to you here. I dash and then I turn. I do like a 180 and I turn and I do a melee. That like deals additional 40 damage. So the dash is 50 damage, and the melee is 40. So that's 90 damage, and whatever you hit with your primary or secondary fire. So that's the reason why I need higher sensitivity for Genji. Everything is split into 3 classes. You have the tanks, you have the DPS, and then you have the supports. I did not say healers, I said supports because they are there to support, not just heal. Now, with tanks, they're not as, like, most of them can't really deliver damage per second like the DPS can, but they are really good at like making space, and also some of them can deal a lot of damage if you're good with them. So first of all, you have D.Va, that is not really a brawler. She can dive people, and with D.Va, you need to know, like, you have to have a mindset of a Overwatch guy. So each hero can do different tasks. That's how you need to see them. But there are some techs, like every hero has their techs that you can utilize. So, for example, let me just show you here. Every character in the game, this is what I wanted to show you actually. Every character in the game has its counter. For example, you have Doomfist as a tank. His counter currently is basically everyone because he's really weak right now. But his counter would be Junkrat, for example, because he can trap him. Anna, because she can sleep him. Whoever can do like any kind of CC or what's it called, crowd control, is a really good character against Doomfist because Doomfist has the best mobility in the game. Now, for example, if you take a Widowmaker, she's a sniper. She can one-tap people, just like catch out people. Now, she is not really mobile. The best mobility that she has is the grapple hook that she has in his in her kit. In her kit, that's what I want to say. But if she's harassing your team and you're a tank, for example, you go Winston, you dive on top of her, drop your shield, and punch her and zap her, and she'll die because she has no way of escaping, and also she has no way of really fighting you because you have like 550 health points. But the counter to Winston would be the guy with the shotguns or Reaper. You get close to a guy, you get close to the Winston or close to anybody, but Winston is a really big and meaty target, and you can just two-tap him. And that's it. For Winston, sometimes if you got like hits 2 or 3 headshots, he's gonna die. Depends on the health. If he's like full health, he's gonna take like 3 to 4 shots. You have Bastion that doesn't have any mobility. It has an insane amount of DPS when he is in the turret mode, but he's not really mobile, and he's a really big target, like big and meaty target. So what do you counter him with? If you're a D.Va, for example, if you're a tank, you take D.Va or Sigma, because holding right click as D.Va is just gonna like swallow all the bullets and basically negate enemy all the... You're gonna see. So he's shooting our bot. Let him shoot him again. And now none of the rounds are hitting our bot, our friendly bot actually, because I'm holding the defense matrix. And that defense matrix is huge. Now, these are all the things that you learn over the months or over the time that you're playing this game. But it's really good to know that some heroes have some like special utility and how to counter certain heroes. So if there's a Bastion destroying your team, you take D.Va if you're a tank. If there's a, let's say, I don't know, a Mei, for example, destroying your team, then you take Orisa, maybe you take a Roadhog. It depends on your like comp at the time, your like composition of your team at the time. But the main thing that I wanted to show you is that you do not fuck with the supports, because they are called supports for a reason. Watch this. That's a support. He can heal. Sure, he can heal. There we go. I just healed my bots. But I can also do this. So, in lower ranks, you will see a bunch of people saying, oh, you're healers, you should heal, blah, blah. Yes, they should heal, but every, like for example, for this hero, for Baptiste, with every healing that you drop, you can shoot twice and then heal again and shoot twice, heal again, etc. Now, their ults are really good. For example, Baptiste, you shoot through this window and you just decimate everyone because it gives you like 50% boost, like more DPS basically. But also, Bap is my #1 pick. Well, did you try Zenyatta? Because Zenyatta is fucking amazing. This is Zen, this is Zenyatta, and this is my favorite hero. Not only that you can't hear his footsteps at all because he is, let me see if I can show you this, he's levitating. So you can basically just go around the place without the enemy noticing you, and then you do this. You like two-tap people. And the best part is, in Overwatch 2, they added this. He can kick people across the place like better than any other hero. And the only issue is that the healing is not really that good. But, so this guy's gonna die. I'm gonna pop my ult. And this is a great counter to every ultimate in the game. Except one, which is, again, a good counter. Junker Queen, a newly added hero. So, Junker Queen's ult can do this. And let me just show you in a second.
Time for the reckoning.
Now, they're all purple, which means that they cannot be healed while they are purple or antied, as we say in Overwatch. We mostly call it purple. The only other hero that can do that is Ana, and she has like a nade. She's a support, and she has a nade that can do that. And then Zenyatta is completely useless against that because he can overheal people, but if they cannot get healed, then the issue is that, like, what's the point in having that? Now, I have played Mercy once, and I never liked her, so I'm never gonna touch her. But this is Ana. Ana can, like, 3-shot people, and she's amazing now. She does, like, 75 damage per round, which is amazing. The primary fire where you're not scoped in is a projectile. When you scope in, it's a hit scan, and it heals more. So it makes you, to a degree, it makes you scope in. But also, if you're playing Ana, does Ana's nade counter nullify Junker's anti? No. The only thing that can counter Junker Queen's anti is Kiriko. And this is what Kiriko does.
I'll find my
Let me
own
just
path.
teleport. There we go. So this guy is about to die, right? So what I did there, I cleansed him, and if he was, for example, purple or antied, then I would just clean them or cleanse them. You said Lamp of BAP. Not really. BAP is just gonna like keep you alive.
Like a gentle rain.
So that's the thing. Like BAP just keeps you alive and that's it. But like you go down to 25 HP and it does not heal. It does not like clean of any like negative effects or anything. So also Kiriko is one of the most broken heroes, not because of the cleanse, mostly because of the cleanse, but also this is the body shot. It deals the same amount of damage as like punch would, but if you headshot, it's 3 times the damage. It's 120 HP damage, so you can 2-shot people
Shouldn't have put your head there. Double kill.
if you're good at aiming, because it is a projectile. So people are not gonna be like stationary and stupid as these bots. And I can't even fucking hit these bots. But some people are crazy with Kiriko. And then she does this amazing ult when like you do more damage because you can do more things at the same time. Now, also, when you're playing Kiriko, don't be stupid. When you pop your ult, you don't need to be doing damage. Your team is gonna be doing damage. You can heal, and you can heal twice as fast because you get like 50% boost for everything. Any other heroes that you're interested in? My favorite is Hanzo. For example, for Hanzo, I can tell you, you need to, and for every other hero basically, you need to utilize all the things in their kit. Hanzo's main thing is climbing the walls. The storm, not the storm arrow, but whatever, the thing that you can like see through walls, because you can see through your friendlies then, and you can headshot people, and you can just like, let me try to set this up somewhere. So I'm gonna try not to see this guy, but I'm gonna see him through a wall, right? And I can pre-fire before he even like peeks the wall, and I did it a bunch of times in competitive games. Before he even peeks, and like enters a room where I'm at, I can just pre-fire and headshot him, and he's done. That's it. His ultimate is, some people would say dog shit, but also if you utilize your whatever this is, however you call this, and maybe you can stick it to an enemy, or maybe you can just stick it to wherever you think they are, and then you find a place where you can hide and where you can maybe get all of them and just toss it. I mostly go around them, go like I don't know, climb somewhere and go like completely around them and fire the ultimate from the behind. And then they have no idea. They're like looking forward, at least in Plat, that's how they work. They look forward and they don't see the arrow, whatever it's called, the dragon. And then they're like, okay, the guy just missed, and then it just like goes through them and kills them all. You also have this. This is a really good thing when you're in a risky situation, when you think that you're gonna lose a fight. But with Hanzo, you need to like fire in front of them if they're moving, so it's a really hard character to adapt to. I'm still adapting. I love him. It's just fun. But if they're having like this kind of movement, it's really hard to hit him. I mean, you can hit him like body shot them, but it's going to be really hard to headshot them. So that's the thing. And anything else, guys? Symmetra is like whatever. Never liked her. But if you're new to Overwatch, you can do this. You make a teleporter and then you just drop the turrets inside the teleport, and they all teleport on the other side. So for example, you're gonna see in a second, we have these guys here. Make a teleport in front of them and drop the turrets there, and they're getting fucked by the turrets. See? The easiest fucking hero to play ever. Honestly. I just fucking hate her. Her and Torp, and she's just gonna be collecting shit for me. But, okay, one more. If you want to main Symmetra, your ultimate is building a huge ass fucking shield, which if you place it like this, it's not useful. Let me show you. So you're fighting another team and the team is there in front of the shield, and what the team can do is just like do this, and your shield is pointless then. So what you want to do instead is, let me just get my ultimate back. What you should do, press Q twice, and now you can build a wall like this. So what this does, if the enemy is on this side, you cross on this side. If the enemy is on this side, you cross on this side. And you can utilize the whole wall and the whole length of the wall, and you can just like use the shield as protection and cross around and not give a fuck, basically, for the duration of the ultimate.
You are disillusioned.
So basically that's it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead. If not, don't play Tracer if you're new to the game. Tracer is really hard to play. Also, she is bugged to a degree. There is one cool tech with Reinhardt. Reinhardt is not the best tank in the game anymore. I really want Reinhardt to be good again, but he is not. So if I swing at this guy, I'm not gonna reach him, right? But if I tilt to the left, I can reach the guys that I can't reach in front. Why? Because the hitbox or the hit registration or whatever of the hammer is a rectangle. So it's the width of the rectangle is the thing that's like going forward. So what you want to do to get more range is to like do this. Now also, there is another tech that is really cool. If you hold right mouse button, and I'm not sure that I'm gonna do this correctly now because I didn't do it in a while, I didn't play Reinhardt in a while. If you're holding right mouse button, you're gonna have your shield up. But if you left click during that, you can turn the camera around and look around you, right? Most people don't even know that this exists. But here's a tech. You do this, and you act like you're fucking crazy and like you have no idea where the enemy is. And then what you do is you release the right mouse button. Once you do that, your shield goes down and the Reinhardt, the character, turns to wherever you were looking at, and you can press Q and you can ult the enemy, basically. So those are cool techs. Another cool tech for Reinhardt and any other hero that has like this kind of mobility. Once you cancel Reinhardt's whatever you want to call it, shift ability, what is it called? Pin, I guess it's pin. You can hold space and you're gonna go a bit further because you're gonna carry the momentum in your jump. Let's see it now. Still not enough space. You can see that with Doomfist. I'm gonna show it to you with Doomfist. See? I was just holding space. I was not pressing anything. I was just holding space. So it wasn't me tapping. So this game is really good. It has a really good mechanic, and that's like whenever you're CC'd or crowd controlled, you can just hold the button that you want to hold. So, if, for example, if you're Moira and you get, let me show you Moira. Where is she? And you get hooked by Hog or whatever, you get CC'd. You can hold Shift, and once he releases you, once you're able to use your character again, it's immediately gonna give you the ability that you want to. The other way is to like tap it, but then maybe you're gonna like miss your mark. You're maybe gonna miss those like 2 milliseconds that you had. And yeah, that's it. I do the same with BAP abilities. If I get hooked by Hog, there was a lot of situations that I could turn it around on Hog like that. Yeah, you just need to hold your ability instead of tapping it. And that's the main thing.
Exactly.